Hi, everyone, and welcome to this amazing training I've got for you today. I'm so glad you're here. So, this is all about how to market and sell your coaching. So, if you're a new coach, you're in the right place. Now, the biggest mistake that I see new coaches make is that they start trying to market and sell way too soon. And I know you're probably like, that doesn't make sense. I need to make money. Listen, I swear there's some shit you need to do first. So, if you get started marketing and selling without clarifying your unique coaching brand and developing your own transformational coaching program, you're on your path to burning out. And that sucks because the world needs more coaches. So, I get it. You're excited. You want to talk about what you do. You know that coaching is amazing and can change people's lives. So, you think you're supposed to be marketing and selling yourself, showing up, talking about what you do. Good job. Like, don't feel bad that you're doing that, but like also you need to clarify your brand and develop your program first too. So I'm going to show you how to do that. And I want to just clarify real quick that if you are anywhere on this journey, you are on your way to having consistent coaching clients. Now, I know this journey because I've been there. It's hard and there's a lot of ups and downs. It's kind of a roller coaster. But that's what we all go through. We're new entrepreneurs. It's a messy business. So I'm going to walk you through what I went through, what my clients go through, and what you might be experiencing too. So at some point, you had the thought, I want to start my own coaching business. You got real excited. You gained some confidence in your skills by either practicing or going out and getting a coaching certificate or, practicing your coaching skills at work or at home. And you felt real good about it, right? You were confident. But then you realized, oh shit, I have to sell it now. Like that sucks. How do I sell? I don't know how to sell. Like you probably had some thoughts of like, I don't want to be a cringy salesperson. And then you were like, well, fuck it, I have to, right? So you start marketing yourself as a coach. You put it out there. Like, I am a coach, buy my coaching sessions. You probably try to sell like coaching calls, maybe one-off calls, or like even 3 calls, maybe even 6 calls. Like you gotten a couple of sales. Like you were probably feeling pretty good. Like, okay, I can do this. I could be a coach. But then you started recognizing, like, shit, nobody's buying anymore. Like, why am I not getting consistent coaching sales? What am I doing wrong? And you probably had the thought, why isn't anyone buying my coaching? Is there something wrong with me? Right? What am I doing wrong? You probably placed it on yourself and not your strategy. And I'm guessing you thought at some point, I just need to market myself more, right? Like that's the problem. I just need to sell myself more. And you might have even decided, I'm going to do this on my own. I'm going to figure it out. I can figure out anything if I put my mind to it. You're resourceful, right? You got on Google and you searched how to market your coaching. And if you go do this right now, I know what the top result is. It's going to tell you that you need a specific niche. So you learned that and you were like, cool. Okay, I just need a specific coaching niche. So you got started trying to figure out that. Heck, maybe you found me in this training video because you downloaded my coaching niche development guide at some point. You got some clarity, right? And then you were like, okay, I know my coaching niche. Like, this is what it is. I'm going to put it out there. Maybe you updated your Instagram bio. You started telling people that, and you were like, dope. Like, now that I know my coaching niche, I'm going to make sales. It's going to be so easy. And then the roller coaster started again, right? And you recognize, like, crap, I'm still not making consistent coaching sales. What am I doing wrong? And you had the same thought, why isn't anyone buying my coaching? And this is probably where you hit your rock bottom. And you had the thought, maybe I'm not cut out for this. Maybe I can't run my own coaching business. Maybe this dream is just a dream after all. And also, fuck, because I've invested a lot of time and money into this, right? Like, you had that freak out moment of like, maybe I just should quit this dream. Maybe it's not meant for me. Like, I could just not try to run my own coaching business. Probably entertain that thought. But if you're here, I know that your passion for coaching outweighed that negative thought, right? And so you committed to, well, I can learn how to do this. Like you probably reflected and were like, you know what? I've done hard things. I've overcome like a lot of things in my life. I want to be the owner of a thriving coaching business. You committed again to your identity, to your goal, to your dream, and you fully committed. You decided, I'm going to need some help. That's why you're here, right? That's how you ended up on this training video. You recognized I know some stuff and I need some lessons. So let me sign up for this training video. Well, you're in the right place because I'm going to teach you how to actually overcome that feeling of overwhelm of like, there's so much to do to build a sustainable coaching business, and I don't know how to do it all alone. So that you can actually clarify your unique coaching brand, develop your own signature program, get out there and market it with purpose, and gain the consistent coaching clients that you need to make your coaching business your primary source of income. Because here's the thing, if you just get out there and try and market and sell with no strategy behind it, no brand, no program, you're just out there like, coach, coaching, you're on the path to burning out. Like 100%, I can almost guarantee it. I'm not going to say I can guarantee it, but like you're pretty much like you're going to burn out because it's just not sustainable. So I want to help you. I'm going to teach you the sustain your passion business model that I help all my clients with, that I've developed over a long time now, and I incorporate my education and experience into, that you can apply to your business. And you might be wondering, like, who is this person? Why does she have a dog on her lap? Like, why should I listen to her? Well, hi, my name is Genesis, and I'm really glad you found this training video because I know how to help you. And I'm so excited to help you reach your goals and offer you support. Now, I'm a business development coach. And what that means is that my specialty is helping new coaches gain consistent coaching clients in well aligned ways so they don't burn out. Because I believe the world needs more coaches. And you might have seen me talk about this concept in different blogs or at different professional association conferences. I love going to conferences and presenting. And maybe you've been on my email list for a bit. I don't know how you found me, but I'm so glad that you are here. And if you saw the puppy over here perk up a minute ago, that's Molly. And here in this picture is Molly and Duncan. So you will typically find me right here, cozied up with my pups, talking to a computer typically, or to my coaching clients, because that's what I get to do full time, is help people with their coaching businesses. And I need you to know that everything you hear today, I'm going to try and break it down so it's super simple. It's not super easy, but I might make it sound easy. And that's because I've been doing this for a while. I earned a master's of education with a specialty literally in program development. So like I'm an expert at this stuff. It's it's what I know backwards, forwards, in and out. I've developed so many programs now for groups of people ranging from one-on-one to literally 30,000 people. It was like 38,000 people. So I know what I'm doing, right? I earned my education in this topic. Furthermore, I've researched it and like I write articles and I have a book coming out about these strategies of how to develop programs. For like 10 years, I've been doing this now. And I've also been personally selling my own coaching programs online for 5 years. And I kind of fucked around for 2 years before that. So it's like 5 or 7 years, depending on if you decide, like, did I really have a business if I wasn't making sales? Well, I don't know. Like, that's a question for you and your tax accountant to work out. But I've been running my own coaching business successfully, making sales for 5 years. And now it is my primary source of income. It sustains my dream life. And I need to be clear though, everything you're going to hear about today, like it's not some magical potion that's just going to fix all your problems. It's not that I can just have a magic wand and poof, you're going to know everything you need to know and then you're going to apply it and it'll be easy and done, because it's not a one size fits all approach and cookie cutter strategies do not work. The process I'm going to teach you requires deep reflective work. It's the same thing as you helping your coaching clients. Like if they don't show up to the calls, if they don't put their shit out there, you can't help them. So I need you to know that while I have helped hundreds, gosh, probably even thousands of people at this point develop their own businesses, for any of this to work for you and for you to get results, you got to show up for yourself. You have to stay fully committed to developing your own business and take what you learned today and apply it. So a couple of notes I have for you about this training is I'm gonna aim for it to be like 40, maybe 45 minutes. We'll see how quickly I can talk. But if at any point you're like, wait, what did she just say? Pause me. This is pre-recorded. It's on demand. Pause it, rewind me, watch it again. And also, there's going to be times throughout this where I'm encouraging you to literally pause me. I might even like directly tell you, pause me right here, pause me, and do some reflective work. So if you want to, like, go pause me right now, grab a journal, grab a pen, open up a Google Doc or whatever you need to do to take some notes, because I don't want you to just learn all of this and then not do anything with it. Procrastinating on actually applying and growing lessons in your business sucks. Like, don't just learn it and poof, let it walk away. Actually do the work with me today. Give yourself the next 45 minutes, learn what I'm teaching you, apply it, get started, and stick around to the end because I'm going to tell you how to get my help one-on-one in a personalized way to take all of the honestly like fairly confusing stuff I'm going to teach you today and break it down and apply it to you, your unique personality, your goals, and make sure that it's not just going to be something you learn and never do anything with, but you're actually going to take all the lessons that you learned today and apply it and get started. So you will be way closer to your goal of consistent coaching sales if you actually take me up on that offer. So stick around to the end. I'm not selling anything on this training. Like, there's no sales. At the end, I'm going to tell you about the bonus gift. It's totally free too. So stick around, see what I have to say, and let's grow your coaching business. So if you're feeling scared or stressed out when you think about your coaching business and how to actually make sales, like, I know how you feel. I struggled with my coaching niche for years and I didn't really know why coaches had to sell programs. And I never wanted to be seen as salesy. Like, that was the worst thing. I hated selling. Like, I thought that selling was just so bad. So if you're in that place of like, I want to be a coach and I want coaching clients, but the stupid part of marketing and selling is in my way, I get it. I totally know what you mean. But once you walk through the Sustain Your Passion business development model, you'll get to the side of having tons of coaching clients, having clients that love working with you, that are all looking for you, that you know you can help. And it's the best feeling in the world. Like, having a full coaching roster is so fun. And ultimately, by applying all of these concepts and doing your own development work, you too can get to the place where your business supports your dream lifestyle. And that could look like buying your first house like I did, or taking lots of cool vacations, having your dream computer and setting up your desk in a way that you love, and having a life that you don't need vacations from because you genuinely love what you do. Now, I did this through my signature program and it's freaking awesome. Like, it aligns so well with me and what I do. My clients get amazing results from it. That means that I can sell the shit out of it. Like, I love selling it because I'm not trying to sell myself. I'm trying to sell my program. So my goal is for you to get to the point that you have your own signature program that you love to sell, that you feel so confident selling. And again, that's step 2 of this cycle. So first we got to talk about, what's your brand? So the first question I want you to think about in developing your brand is to ask yourself, who are you today? What are, 5 things you know about yourself, 5 identities you have? What are 3 things that you're proud of yourself for achieving? What are 10 things that you're grateful to yourself about? Like, what do you love about yourself? What makes you different? Who are you? And what does that mean about your ability to be a damn good coach? What identities, what goals, what personality factors, what achievements do you have that you would love to help other people also have? Because you are the example your ideal client needs to see. You have to have gone first in the transformation that you can help your clients go through, so you can speak with authority and authenticity about what the journey looks like and what they need to do to reach their goal of getting where you are. So the first thing you need to do is actually reflect on these questions. Get really clear on, what are you most proud of yourself for? And what about you, your identities, your knowledge, your skills, what are you comfortable sharing with people to say, like, I'm really good at making coaching sales. Like, that's mine, right? I'm so good at making coaching sales and marketing coaching. I know how to do that like all day long. I can do it with my eyes closed, kind of thing. What's your version of that? Is it meditating and being mindful? Is it getting your toddler to go to sleep? Is it buying a house? Like, what is something you are so proud of yourself for that you would love to help other people with? So these are a couple of prompts. Maybe, 1 or 2 help you get there, but pause me real quick, do some journaling on this, and then come back when you're ready with your answers to this first branding question so that we can work on the second. Seriously, pause me and do the work. Okay, so I'm guessing you're back from doing your reflection work. If not, what the heck? Go do it. But hopefully you did, and you've got some more clarity on who you are today and what you are most proud of yourself for achieving. Now, the second question I need you to think about is whatever you've decided is like, this is the main area, right? You did those reflection questions. You probably thought, like, oh, these all kind of go together. Like, they all kind of got me to this identity. I want you to just pick one of them, right? And this may not be the ultimate brand that you pick because you probably need to talk it out and get some feedback on it, but just pick one of the goals, one of the things that you've achieved, okay? And I want you to ask yourself, what were you like before you became that person? So I'm going to run with the example of buying your first house. So if you are so proud that you became a homeowner at the age of 28, that's fucking badass. First off, like, awesome. Good job to you. Like, amazing. So many people wish they could reach that. And you being an example of that will make them feel more like it's possible and like they need to learn from you and be coached by you. So awesome. Okay. So I want you to consider before you got started on all the things you had to do to get there, what was your life like? Who were you? And at some point, right, like you decided to work towards that goal. Before you made that decision to commit to actually saving up and doing all the work to buy your first house, what were you doing? What was your life like? So here are a couple of questions for you to think about. And I need you to know that time is literally irrelevant. It might have taken you 6 years to do all of this, but you have that knowledge now and you can help someone do it in 6 weeks. So don't think about time. Just think about as far back as you need to go to when you were not working on achieving that thing you wanted to achieve or becoming the person that you are today. So at some point, it wasn't a priority, right? I want you to reflect on that time in your life and ask yourself these questions. When did you make the decision or decisions that you needed to become who you are today? What actions did you take in your life back then? What beliefs or actions were keeping you in that place? So before actually committing to working on buying a house, maybe you have the belief that like it wasn't going to be an option for you. Maybe you never thought you'd be able to afford buying a house in the area you lived. And lastly, how did you know it was time to change your approach? How did you know that you were at a rock bottom of sorts? Like you didn't think it was actually an option. And so you decided, change my approach here. Maybe I'm going to go get some help. Maybe I'm going to go learn some stuff. Like journal about that time in your life. So again, seriously, pause me, do some reflection, whether it's pen and paper or like open up a note on your Google Docs or on your computer, draft it in an email to me, even if you want. I don't care. Just do the work to reflect and consider whatever one identity you're thinking about could be your brand, whether it's like self-love coaching, mindfulness, buying a house, whatever, right? The thing you're really proud of, think about what your life was like before you decided to become that person or reach that goal. Just journal on that for a bit and answer some of these reflection questions, and then come back and join me. Okay, so those are the two biggest pieces of your brand. And here's why. Because to actually develop your program, you have to know what your brand is and you have to know your niche. Now, your niche is helping a certain person achieve a certain thing. But how you actually develop a program around that niche is this. So you just clarified who you are today, right? And what you have today, what your goal is that you're most proud of. And you know what you were like before you started working on it, before you did the things to achieve where you are today, right? So you're going to use a timeline like the one on the screen here. And seriously, like draw out a line on your note sheet and consider what were all of the things you had to do, learn, or stop doing to go from who you were in your before state to who you are now. And this may also be like, what all had to happen thoughts that had to shift, experiences you had to have, lessons you had to learn, tasks you had to complete to go from, I don't know if I'm going to be able to work on that goal, maybe, to actually achieving that goal. What all changed? And they don't have to be in perfect order. Maybe later we'll reorder them, but just get them all down and visualize it as there was a starting point of a before state. You did a bunch of things and then you became the after state, right? That's the transformation. So when I talk about a transformational coaching program, that's what I mean. It's the process that you can help your clients go through to go from where they are in the before stage to where you are in the today stage, and then package that into your own signature coaching program, and then actually develop all the resources and materials that go along with that. So you've probably heard me talk about like developing your own signature coaching program. This is how you do it. That's the process. Now, I know, again, like I said earlier, I'm probably making this sound stupid simple. It's very simple, but it's not easy. This work is really hard. So if you're like, this is confusing, I don't really get what she means, that's why you need to stick around to the end so we can work personally one-on-one, and I'll show you how I can help you. So just get started. That's all you need to do here is just get started on this process. Because I want you to know that it's not just me that believes in this. This is what my client Anna said. She said, don't try to do it yourself. I did that and wasted so much time when I could have had a roadmap all along. We as coaches want to help people reach their biggest goals. And having your own signature transformational coaching program is what helps you help your clients. And so I just want you to know, like, if you're feeling overwhelmed, don't worry, you're not alone, and I'm here to help you. So then the next stage is marketing. It's actually marketing that coaching program. So how you do this is all of your content that you're making needs to be built specifically for who you were, which is who your ideal clients are, in the before stage. So you just created your timeline with your before, task, out, like after, right? So anytime you're sitting down to create content for Instagram, for Facebook, for TikTok, for an email, anytime you're even just like talking to people in the grocery store that are like, what do you do? Or your family asks you at a holiday party, like, tell me about your coaching business. Your number one goal is to talk to your before stage, because your ideal clients are in that before stage right now. They're doing the things and feeling the things and thinking the things that you used to do, think, and feel before you did what you did to get where you are now to achieve your biggest goals, your biggest, like, awesome results. So all of your content marketing strategy has one purpose: call in your ideal client, and your ideal client is in your before stage. So second, you want to relate to their current reality. So you don't want to be talking about the stuff that you know now. They don't know that stuff yet. They're not ready for all of that yet. But they do want to hear your stories. They want to know that you can relate to them. They want to know what lessons you had to learn and what blocks you ran into and what your growth was like, so that they can feel normal and comforted and like you get them. So then I want you to speak to their pain points, like their fears, their doubts, their struggles, their questions. Actually talk about this in your marketing material. Let people know, I know this sounds like a lot, but I know how to get you through that feeling. I know how to help you feel more confident. I know sticking to whatever consistency you're looking for is hard, but I can help you stay consistent. So you want to relate to their pain points and then offer you as a strategy, your program as a solution. And you want to acknowledge the things that they've tried so far. Typically, people don't look for a coach to help them until they've tried to reach their goal on their own and realized, I need some help. I'm in over my head here. I don't know what I'm doing, and I need someone who does. I need someone that has a roadmap, that's been there, done that, can teach me faster so I don't have to struggle trying to figure this all out on my own. So acknowledge the things that they've already tried. and affirm that they can reach their goal of getting where you are today. Talk about that it is possible for them. You are literally the proof. Your clients are the proof. Show them, share those stories, talk about how awesome your life is now. Let them see that it's possible for them. Even though they're in the before stage right now, you can talk to them about that their transformation to get where you are is possible. Give them hope. And lastly, invite them to learn about working with you in your signature transformational coaching program if they want to. Like, if they're interested, if they think that you could help them, and if they're looking for a coach, let them know that you have a way to work with you. It's pretty common that I'll go and look at new coaches' Instagrams or Facebook pages, and they haven't talked about the fact that they have a service that you could buy. So let people know that you actually can help them and that that's what you do. And I want you to do this with everything being consensual. So that last piece there was so important, right? Invite them. This is the key to not feeling like an icky salesperson, is actually having a marketing funnel that weeds people out early. So what is a marketing funnel? You might be thinking like, oh, I've heard this term before. Maybe you haven't. That's okay too. All a marketing funnel is the process that you guide people through to go from complete stranger, has no idea who you are or what you do, to an engager that trusts you, likes you, knows what you do, and likes the way you do it, to becoming a buyer, where they're like, okay, I see who you are, I see what you do, I need to work with you to reach my goals. So throughout your entire marketing funnel, and it only has to be 3 stages, right? So like from strangers to engagers to buyers, those are the 3 stages. At every part of this, you want to be baking in questions. So like, hey, do you want to learn more about this? If so, do that, right? Like send me a message. And then once they message you, they become an engager. And then once they're actually engaging with you in your messages, then invite them again. Do you want to talk on a free call? Or do you want to join this training webinar? Or do you want to join my program? So you always want to set up all of your marketing to be honest, to be clear about what you do and how you do it, to develop real, true, trusting relationships. And you never want to sell to like everyone. You need some qualifications throughout your marketing funnel, because I know coaches always want to say like, my coaching skills can help everyone with any problem. That's probably true, but you're best suited to help the people that you can most relate to, which are people that have been through what you've been through, because you get them on such a deep level. So be qualifying people throughout your marketing funnel, from moving someone from stranger to engager to buyer. Let them know, be really clear about what you do, how you do it, and let them decide if they want to get to know you more. So we've talked through branding, right? So getting clear on what's your transformation, developing your program around that transformation, and then showing up and being real in your marketing, right? So then comes the part that everybody's like, oh, I hate selling. Well, sales is such a necessary part of running a successful coaching business. So let's dive in. So I just want to be really clear about something. What the definition of sales is, I think gets lost a lot, because people think that marketing is selling, and it's not. Selling is selling, marketing is marketing. So I just want to give you a quick definition, vocab lesson. When I say sell, I literally mean the exchange of money for a product, service, or other commodity. So you're not actually selling anything until you are actively receiving money. Now, this is typically really relieving for new coaches, because like there's something about feeling like you're selling all the time that feels icky. But then when you think that you're marketing, it's like, oh yeah, I'm just like talking about what I do. That's all marketing is. I'm just telling people what I do and how I could help them. I'm not selling to them all the time, right? There's this like icky feeling about selling to them. I'm trying to take their money. I'm trying to pressure them into buying. No, you're not. You're literally not. Like, that's not what you're doing. You are marketing. You would only invite someone to pay you for your services, to actually make a sale with them, once you've qualified them, because you have a marketing funnel in place that weeds out the wrong people. So you're only ever inviting well-qualified leads into your offers. I hope that didn't just make a loud noise. Sorry. I get really passionate about sales. So a couple of things that you can do to feel way better about actually selling, right? Not just marketing, but selling. You want to be upfront and clear about who you design your marketing materials for as soon as possible. Like, as soon as a stranger might encounter you, you need to know your niche, you need to know your brand, and you need to be clear that this is who I help and this is who I don't help. Because that way, nobody's going to get into your marketing funnel without knowing who you are and what you do. They're not going to be surprised when all of a sudden you're talking about your program or that you offer coaching for a certain person, because it's so abundantly clear in your marketing who you are and what you do. But that takes clarity to feel that confident to put it out there, right? So you got to get really clear on your brand and put it everywhere in your marketing materials. So your marketing materials are like your website, your Instagram, your Facebook, your TikTok, your email newsletter, like anywhere that you talk about what you do is your marketing materials. Literally the words you say when somebody asks you, what do you do? That's a marketing material. Like, that's a marketing asset to know how you talk about what you do. So always be upfront about it. Be really clear. This is who I help. So there's no confusion. That way, people that aren't interested get the heck out of there. Then you know for sure I gave you the chance to hear about this or not. If you're consenting to hearing about this, cool. But if you don't want to, there's the unsubscribe button, there's the unfollow. Like, that's not my problem, right? It's their job because you did your part of that by putting it out there, what you do. And if they're still sticking around, they want to know more. So how you can do this though is I teach a consent-based sales process, which is predicated on you actually getting consent. And that comes from asking questions. So you can be making sure people are where they want to be in your marketing funnel by saying things like, if you want to blah, 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 like whatever your outcome is, right? Whatever your after goal is. If you want to reach this goal, then do blah, blah, blah. Like, if you want to grow your own coaching business, then watch this free training or then follow me for business tips. That way, you're putting it out there. Like, if you don't want to do these things, unfollow me. That's why all of our emails as business owners have to have unsubscribe buttons. We want people that aren't the right fit to figure that out quickly, because that gives us the confidence to stop hiding that we have services and stop hiding that we sell things. And that way we can actually talk about our offers more and feel good about it and not feel like that icky person that's trying to make someone who has no interest in what you're selling buy from you, because you're only talking to people that actually are interested. And that, okay, the last two things, like this one's gonna sound so simple, like overly simplified, and it's so hard, but you also have to stay calm and not freak out when you don't see sales, right? So like a sale is actual money coming in, happening immediately. So if you're putting out marketing content and you say one time that you have a program, or like you talk one time about your offer and then nobody immediately buys, you can't give up. You got to keep talking about it, even when you're not seeing direct money coming in. It takes people, and there's different studies on this, like somewhere between 7 and 14 is what I've seen recently in marketing studies. It takes people 7 to 14 opportunities to hear about what you do to actually feel that they can trust you and know what you do and are ready to buy from you. So seriously, talk about what you do more. Show up and sell. And that way you're actually only selling to qualified leads, because you're really clear from the top of your marketing funnel all the way to the bottom who you are, what you do, who you help. And then that way, when it's time to put out that, like, hey, my program's open, I'm ready to sell it, you know that you're only talking to well-qualified leads. So that's the Sustain Your Passion self-love based business development strategy. So you want to start with branding, then move into developing your program, market that program so that you actually make sales in it. And then the reason why it's a cycle here is because in some amount of time, you might realize after you make a sale in your program, like maybe you're bored of selling that, or maybe you want to add a different program. Well, that's cool. You have this strategy to walk through. Just figure out your brand at that point. Ask yourself those same branding questions. Maybe you achieved some new goal that you want to help people with. Clarify your brand, develop a program around it so you can market it clearly and make sales in it. This process, once you get this down and you learn it, you will feel so empowered to grow your coaching business. And my client, Michelle, she walked through this process with me and she said that she feels so much more confident. She felt so confident that she started charging 5 times more than what she had attempted to charge at first, and then got more sales at that higher price than she ever did before, because she knew the value of her coaching. She had a signature program she could confidently sell and talk about, and she had a marketing funnel that was super clear. So she was like, yeah, of course I should be charging more. And of course, this is a great product. Of course, I'm going to talk about it. She wasn't stuck in the feeling of like, how do I sell myself as a coach? She knew that she was marketing a program, which feels so much better to do. Like selling yourself or selling your program, it's different. And that's what gives you the confidence to charge more, to sell more, and to actually get the consistent clients that you need in order to grow your coaching business. So I just showed you this entire strategy, right? You've learned all about how it works. You've seen that it's not only worked for me and my program, but you've also seen my multiple clients that I've given you tons of details about. And you might be thinking like, okay, I'm kind of curious, like, how do I actually apply this to me? Now I got you started, right, with some of those pauses and those reflection questions. And if you didn't do them, seriously, pause me, rewind it, go back, do the work, and then come listen to the rest of this. But hopefully you are an action taker and you've done some of this work now, you've been reflecting, and it's okay if you're like, I thought about it enough, I didn't write it down. That's fine too. But like, do your work, right? And you might be thinking, this could totally work for me. Like, yeah, that's the missing piece. I don't know exactly what I'm selling. I'm just trying to sell myself as a coach. I'm just trying to sell my time as a coach. I'm trying to sell coaching without the meaning or the program or the purpose around why coaching is the thing they need to get where they want to go. So you might be wondering, like, I want to sign some new clients. How do I apply this to my situation? Well, I have good news for you. I told you about it earlier. This is that free gift I mentioned. I want to personally help you. I've set aside some time to actually help you take everything I just taught you today and apply it to yourself. And how we can do that is through a free coaching program. So this is, sorry, not program, strategy session. This is where you and I will get on a one-on-one call and we'll talk about how to take everything you've learned today and apply it to you and your unique personality, your unique goals, and your business so that you can grow your own coaching business too. So if you're interested, you're invited to schedule your free one-on-one coaching business strategy call. On this call, we're going to review your coaching niche. So that's going to be your brand, right? What your before is and what your after is. We're going to discuss what all to include in your own signature transformational coaching program. So that's that develop piece, like your timeline. What all did you do? We'll clarify what you should be actually putting into your marketing content and making sure that you know how to weed out the wrong people and only get ready to buy leads into your marketing funnel. So that's that marketing piece. And then we'll identify any mindset blocks that are holding you back from actually making sales. Because if you've got any money mindset stuff or like sales blocks, like I'll probably hear them and I can help you work through some of them so you can get started actually making consistent coaching sales. And I want you to know though, like there's a couple requirements for this call. So you have to be committed. As I've told you multiple times, like this work takes you doing the work. Like it's simple, but it's not easy, but you have to show up and be all in on growing your coaching business. Like you have to be committed to it. I want to help you, but you have to actually have coaching skills that you can sell, that you want to help people with. If you're sitting there like, I am sitting on a gold mine, like coaching is amazing. It is so useful. Why aren't people buying it? Like, I want to help them. I'm ready to help more people. You're ready for this call. And if you're ready to be honest about your struggles and be clear about your goals, like if you're ready to tell me how much you want to make and you're ready to figure out what it actually is going to take you to get there, then you're ready for this call. And you might be wondering, like, why is she giving away free calls? Like, there's no way, right? Well, I'm offering these calls because I've been in your shoes. I spent 2 years floundering without any purpose and no strategy, no roadmap. Like, I didn't know what the heck I was doing. And I remember how shitty it felt to be like, I could help so many people, but I don't know how to. It was just like that constant anticipation and anxiety of like, I want to be making such a big impact and income, but I don't know how to do it. So I want to offer you some support. And I'm going to show you how to take what you've learned today and personalize it to your business so that you know you're not alone, so that you know where your biggest blocks are and concerns are. And I really believe that coaching is so impactful. And we need coaches like you that are learning and willing to grow and willing to show up and do the work, because that's how I know you're a good coach. Like, you're still here. You actually are willing to learn and grow just like you're expecting your clients to do. So I want to offer you a bit more of encouragement to say, like, don't give up. Let's personalize this approach for you in a way that's going to make sense to you and your lifestyle and get you started, because I genuinely care and I believe in our industry as coaches. And Dawn shared that she felt so much more confident in her ability to show up and sell because being coached by me was clarifying and powerful. I don't know if you can tell, but I'm really passionate about this stuff. And I like to have fun when talking about business. And I've got a lot of experience at it. So I'm pretty friggin' good at it. And I want to help you too. So if you're here, it's time for you to book your call. It's going to help you. Go and book your strategy call. It's down below. I've got a button there. Otherwise, you can go to genesisrose.com/connect. Book your call whenever it works for you. It is totally free. There's no expectations here. I just want to help you. So book a call that works well in your schedule. And if you can't find a time that works well for your schedule, that's okay. Just email me and we'll figure that out. But I've got few opportunities for it. There's not a ton, but I really love doing these calls. So if you're interested, I hope you book one. And I can't wait to talk to you and support you as you grow your own coaching business and get consistent coaching clients. All right, everyone. I hope this was helpful. Talk to you soon. Bye.